order in the court. What it do? Yeah, it's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Samba Conversation. For those that don't know who I am him, Junns, the Honourable Junns, the NBIC, giving all praise and glory to the heavenlies, for they are worthy to be praised. Last but not least, want to give a shout out to all you guys for your continuous support, leaving your feedbacks, positive, negative, all things is respected, because it allows me to do what I do best, and that is to continue keeping my foot on these heathens, these Hebrews, and the newly installed, yes sir, newly installed heathenites next. Round of applause for that. Once again, my apologies for my lateness. Had to take my daughter to her grandmother's house, get her Samba meal. The Wiz went to go spend time with her mother, so I'm basically having to take care of everything. But that's neither here nor there, man. Hope you guys had a wonderful week. My week was cool, calm, and collective. Nothing to complain about. As long as I got breath, as long as I can open my eyes, as long as I'm able to talk, as long as I'm able to walk, I am happy. These are just the simple things that we need to start embracing more, just being grateful for those little things, man. While we out here chasing the dollar bills, we could still run outside and get killed, you heard? So, man, we're going to have a beautiful Samba Conversation, man. I hope guys is ready, prepared for this, man. And today's conversation, it's quite simple, man. It's about accountability. Someone said to me that accountability is one of the most toughest pills to swallow, super pause. And because it's so tough, because it's so powerful, brothers tend to deviate from holding themselves accountable. All of us, including myself, right? I'm going to show you today how accountability is the only thing that's accepted by the creators, and that accountability, depending on what you do, determine the results, right? We're gonna dive straight into it. So, without further ado, let's do what we do, okay? Let me share my screen. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Before I even do that, let's go back. Today's broadcast, today's broadcast is brought to you guys by nothing more than this. Brought to you by Life Coach on the Go LLC. Life Coach on the Go is a family-owned business dedicated to supporting Black and brown individuals living in poverty. Through personalized coaching and mentorship, we empower our clients to overcome barriers and achieve their goals. Our holistic approach addresses various aspects of life, including career advancements, financial literacy, personal development, and mental well-being. With compassion and expertise, our team strives to uplift and inspire individuals to create positive change in their lives and communities. Join us on this journey of transformation and growth. Yeah, I definitely gotta let you guys know, for those that need, mentorship, guidance. Like I said on my Instagram live, I will be coming out with an ebook, right? We restoring the order within the Black community, right? The order must be restored within the household, so the ebook will be coming out. Stay tuned for that. You understand? But for the children, I'm doing this for the children, right? For the single mothers, single fathers, those that don't have time to indulge their children into sports and activities, just don't have the time to give them the proper attention. You know where to find me. You know what I'm saying? We do Zoom. If you in New York, we do pull-ups. Like they really gonna be doing pull-ups, you heard? And everything that comes along with it. So send me an email. You can reach me on Instagram. Send me an email, lifecoachonthego, LLC.com. You can send an email there. You can reach me directly at jpl at lifecoachonthego.com. And we outside with it, you heard? So without further ado, now that that's out the way, yes, we shall proceed. We shall proceed. Accountability with SoNINI NANINI. Yes, yes. I know a lot of you guys be wondering why I don't say the SoNINI's names like that. It's out of respect for the other countries, or should I say the other areas in Africa who refers the creator by different names. So out of respect, we say that. But of course, you know, for me, the foundation is always SoNINI NANINI, right? We're going to continue, people. Let us continue. Start off with the house rules. This is a holy people's channel, which is run and governed by our heavenly creators / parents, SoNINI NANINI. We are not here to hear about opinions and philosophy. We stand on truth, facts over feelings. So please watch your mouth, sit on the couch, and respect my heavenly parent house. Simple ground rules. Can't apply, say goodbye. My moderators, I don't know where they at, but when they do pull up, they know what time it is. Accountability. We're going to look into the definition of accountability. Accountability, which is a noun, right? The equal or state of being accountable, especially an obligation or willingness to accept responsibilities or to account for one's actions. These are the definition of accountability. Accepting responsibility and or to account for one's actions. So I want you guys to remember that right there. Okay? Accountability. Let us continue. So when you don't hold yourself accountable, you get the creators pissed off. And I'm going to show you this. Let's look at some people in the Bible who didn't hold themselves accountable. Are you ready? Let us continue. Characters from the Bible. Genesis chapter 3, verse 6. And when the woman saw the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat. This is an action that's taking place. And gave also her husband with her, and he did eat. This is an action. This is accountability. This is an action taking place. Right? And the eyes of them both was open, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. Okay? Verse 8. And they heard the voice of the Creator walking in the garden in the cool of day, and Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Creator along the trees of the garden. And Adam said, because they already knows Adam, okay? Verse 12. So I skipped a few so you can go down to Adam not holding himself accountable for the actions he did. And the man said, the woman who thou gave to me to be with me, she gave me of the tree and I did eat. So he committed a sin, which is sin is what? The disobedience to the Creator and what the Creator said to do, right? So he committed a sin. And instead of holding himself accountable for what he's done, he pointed the finger at his woman, right? Now let's see what Eve says. Verse 13, it says, and the Creator said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. So now, instead of she holding herself accountable, she took it upon herself to blame the serpent. Okay? So here's the creation of man committing an act of sin and now holding themselves accountable because they knew the sin that they've committed was worthy of death. Oh, we're going to continue. Genesis 4 doesn't stop there. And Cain talked with Abel. And it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel and slew him. Here's an action that's taking place. And the Creator said unto Cain, where is Abel? And he said, I know not. Am I Abel's keeper? Now, not holding yourself accountable, it's not just not holding yourself accountable. That's wrong. It's lying. In the process, that's also what's wrong. That's why in Proverbs chapter 6, verse 17, the word says, these are the things that I hate. 6 of them are an abomination unto me. You know why those things became an abomination unto him? Unto them, should I say? Because of these 2 acts that took place. Because of these 2 acts. A lying tongue, because the serpent lied, and she ate, and she lied, and told her husband, look, man, I ate. We ain't dead. I'm still alive. And he ate. And in return of that, we die. I hope you guys are paying attention to what I'm saying. I hope you guys are really paying attention to what I'm saying. We're going to continue. This is not going to be a long one today. This is not going to be a long one. Right? And Cain, knowing that he killed someone, and when the person asks, what are you doing? What did you do? He stood with all confidence and said, why are you asking me that? You acting like I did something wrong. You acting like I'm like, what you think I'm supposed to be keeping tabs on your child? That's what you're supposed to do. And this is Proverbs chapter 6. Quick to shed innocent blood. Cain was fiending to kill Abel. Oh, you guys don't know the story. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you the way that you need it. I'm going to give it to you the way that you need it. shedding of innocent blood, lying, quick to do mischief. That's what Eve did. She did mischief. The fact that she was speaking to the serpent for so long, it's a problem. Hence why the word tells you that you should never go on a date with a woman that is married, go on a brunch or anything with a woman that is taken. All that, yo, that's just my homie. No. You could miss me with that. It's forbidden. You can read that in the book of Sirach. I don't have it off the top of my head, but it's forbidden. You want to go chill with your homeboys? Then you must leave the boy that's at home alone. Yeah. Or should I say the man that's at home alone? But we're gonna save that. We're gonna save that for a later time. We're not gonna rush into it. We're gonna really just take our time. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want you guys to get this barbecue chicken right. Excuse me. No barbecue chicken. That's stir fry. Okay? The angels from the Bible and the book of Enoch. Genesis chapter 6, verse 1. And it came to pass when man began to multiply on the face of this earth, and the daughters was born unto them. Verse 2. That the Son of God, the sons of SoNINI, this is why you throw away, the only begotten son. Come on, people, stop. This right here throws that concept out the window. Anything that the Creator created or his. Let's continue. Saw the daughters of men that they will fear, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And it came to, and this is, now we read in the book of Enoch. I meant to put Enoch. So this is the book of Enoch taking place right here. And it came to pass after the children of men had increased. This is just a in-depth understanding of Genesis chapter 6, verse 1 and 2. Right? And it came to pass after the children of men had increased in those days, beautiful and comely daughters was born to them. And the angels, the son of the heavens, saw and lust after them, and said one to another, behold, we will choose for ourselves wives from amongst the children of men, and we will begot for ourselves children. Now this is act that's about to take place. And I want to show you, and I want to also inform you about what the angels did than what we've done as the human beings. You're going to see as we read along. And Shemgaza, yes, Shemgaza, that's the father of Ahiah, Shemgaza. For those that's in GOCC, that's the father of your God that you pray to, Ahiah. That's the father right there. That's his father. Remember, they came and they slept with women. Ahiah was a Nephilim king. That's his father. So every time you get on your knees and you pray and you give worship, you're not giving worship to the Creator at all, actually. You're giving worship. Let me show my face. You actually giving worship to a child of the fallen, Shemgaza, who was the head man in charge to tell the fallen to, yo, man, these girls is beautiful. I'm about to get mine. You better get yours. That's the father of Ahiah. Somebody shared this to any family member that's participating in GOCC, all of that. All these religions is worship and honor to the fallen and the children. And the grandchildren are the ones that's enforcing us to believe into this nonsense. So that's your father, GOCC. That's your grandfather to your father who you call a higher. That's your grandfather right there, Shimgaza. Yeah. And I got the records to prove it, by the way. Just so you know. Okay? And Shimgaza, who was their leader, the leader, I guess that's why brothers is in a severe hypnosis, because you are with the leader side by side. With their leader said to them, I fear that perhaps you will not be willing to do this deed, and I alone shall suffer for this great sin. So this is Shimgaza, the father of Ahiah, saying to his fellow fallen comrades, like, yo, I'm about to do something. I know, listen, I don't want you guys to do this. I'm going to take full accountability for this sin right here. I'm going to take full accountability for this sin right here. Because I know this sin that I'm going to commit ain't no turning back from. Yeah. And listen. Listen, Hebrew Israelites, GOCC. Listen. Your God Ahiah, he was murdered in the flood. The book of Enoch gonna show you. Yeah. He was murdered in this flood. His spirit still roams the earth. His spirit roams inside your congregation. Yes, his spirit roams inside your tabernacles, your Passovers, your feast days, your family gatherings. You ever notice that every time you have a family gathering, there's always something going on? It may not be present right then and there, but sooner or later, something goes on and you're like, yo, damn. And the first thing that you're going to say is, they're not in the right spirit. None of you guys are in the right spirit, because Ahiah, the son of Shimgaza, is there. And his comrades and his dominions. Yeah. You should be upset. That's what's going on. Your God was murdered in a flood by the Almighty, the creator of all, two creators named SoNINI NANINI. Oh, it feels good to be on this side of the field now. Oh, it feels good. See, ain't no spell on me. Ain't no spirit controlling me. Look, and I'm calm. So before you guys say he's not in the right spirit, tell me, what spirit was I supposed to be in? I am calm. I'm chilling, actually. Today was actually a good day. Ice Cube. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay? Let us continue. Let us continue. Then then all answered him and said, we all will swear over. Oh, this is another sin that they have committed. You're not supposed to swear on nothing in above or in the ground beneath. And bind ourselves mutually by a curse. You're going to see. What curse is this? You'll see. That we will not give up this plan, but we will make this plan a deed. So they made it an obligation. But these brothers was holding themselves accountable. Okay? Then they all swore together and bound themselves mutually by a curse, and together they were 200. Now, I want you guys, give me a second. I want to show you guys something. Give me a second. Now, I'm sorry. Let me show myself quick fast. So it was bound 200. These 200 fallen angels brought forth over 2,500 deities of the world. These fallen. Okay? I'm going to leave that right there for you. 200 fallen angels brought forth 2,500 fallen deities. Excuse me, Nephilims on this earth. You're going to see. You're going to see. This is continuous to the book of Enoch. I think this is like chapter 7. And previous to all these things, Enoch was hidden. And now one of the children of men knew where he was hidden and where he was and what he became of and what had become of him. See, a lot of you guys don't understand the reason why Enoch hid himself was because of the high level of sin. He had to separate himself. He had to preserve his holiness by hiding himself and being away from individuals. This is why the word says, love not the things of this world. If any man love the things of this world, the love of the Creator is now in you. So he had to literally hide himself from the people because temptations was real. The fallen angels also wanted his head. You understand? So he had to literally fall back and hold it down until further notice. Okay? And all his deeds were with the holy ones and with the watchers in his day. And I, Enoch, was praising the Creator, the King of the world. And behold, the watchers called to me, Enoch, the scribe, the child, the chosen, Enoch, the righteous, and said to me, Enoch, thou righteous of justice, go announce to the watchers of heaven who had left the high heavens and the holies, eternal place, and have contaminated themselves with woman, and have done as the children of men do, and have taken to themselves wives, and are contaminated in great contamination upon the earth. But upon the earth they shall have no peace, nor forgiveness of sin, for they will not enjoy their children. Listen carefully. They will see murders of their beloved ones, and they will lament over the destruction of their children, and will petition to eternity, but mercy and peace will not be unto them. See, prior to the fallen angels never knew what death was. They just know that certain things going against the rules and regulations of the Creator will lead to what? It's a great sin, right? Because when they was created, they was not created to dwell with women, right? Excuse me. They was not created to dwell with women. They was created to dwell in the earth, to do what they're supposed to do. 9 out of 10 times be the guardian angels, right? Keep the function going within the heavens. I'm not up there. I don't know what goes on there. My soul hasn't been taken up. My soul hasn't been calling, so I don't know. Okay? But I just know that their responsibilities was not to do the actions that they done. Right? Let us continue. And Enoch departing said to Azazel, thou wilt have no peace, and great condemnation has come upon thee, and he will bind thee, and elevation and intercession and mercy will not be unto thee, because thou hast taught oppression. You see this word oppression? That's evil. That is a sin. Oh, you fall. Listen, you children of the fallen are just reenacting what your grandparents was doing. And you're gonna pay the ultimate price. Okay? And because of all the deeds of abuse, oh yeah, oppression and sin which thou hast showed to the children of men. See, we didn't know what sin was until these people came and showed it to us. And then going, I speak to them all together, and they were all afraid, fear and trembling seized them. Okay? See, they knew the power of the Creator. But like I said, they didn't know what death was. But when they received this message and they was told in depth, verbatim, what's going to happen. Oh yeah, this is going to happen to you. You know them children, you know them women that you was lusting over and you was loving and caring. I'm gonna do this next week, Samba. I'm gonna make it all about the book of Enoch, mainly because I know a lot of people want in-depth understanding. I'm gonna go through the book of Enoch. I promise you. When I was putting this together, I'm reading it and I'm just like, damn, the people need to get this food right here. This is fabulous. You know what I'm saying? So definitely going to do it, going to bring it forth next week, Samba. Next week, Samba, I'm gonna put it on my to-do list, the book of Enoch. Okay? But they never experienced, they never knew what death was. Death wasn't something that was into the heavenly realm. You understand? They didn't experience that. So now, because they did what they did, now they're going to be experiencing that. Now their beloved children are going to die. And not only are they going to die, they're going to die horrifically. And they are going to be forced to see this. You understand? The creators are not somebody to play with, man. Even the angels, as powerful as they are, look, was afraid, fear, and trembling seized them. And they asked me, write a memorial petition for them that they terribly might attain forgiveness and to carry their memorial petition before the Creator into the heavens. For they could not from now on speak with him, nor could they raise their eyes towards the heavens from shame on an account of their sin, for they wished they were being punished. So they was afraid to even look up, had to put their head down in shame. See, I want you to see that even for us that know, see, when we know right from wrong and you decide to do wrong, your penalty is 10 times worse. I want you guys to understand that. Your penalty is 10 times worse. So when you see someone like, when you see someone like the fallen, Gaza, and the rest of these sellouts, because they sold out the creators. They sold out SoNINI. So this is the sellouts. So when you see that the sellouts, as powerful they are, or more afraid, they feel more afraid than the actual humans. They are more afraid than us. Why? Because they was present to see the strength and the glory of the Creator. And this is just me. I believe that the Creator is beyond enormous. So if they say the Nephilims was roughly, let's just say 16 feet. And let's just say the fallen was let's just say 22 feet. I believe the Creator was quadruple that. I believe not only is quadruple that, but their presence right? You know when you walk by somebody, then you could just feel the power. Like, nah, this done. Son is mad strong. I could feel it. Son is mad huge. I could just see it. I feel like that's what they seen. That's what they knew. That's why Shimgaza, the father of Ahiah, said it out his mouth that, yo, listen, I'm about to commit this sin. I know you guys might not want to go do it, but yo, man, see this shorty right here? And that woman that he was willing to commit the sin for, that's the mother of Ahiah. And he had a little brother. I forgot the brother's name. But that was his wife. That's who he sinned for. And the difference between Shimgaza and everybody else, Shimgaza only wanted her. While all the other fallings, they was doing extra. They was like, man, I want to deal with her, I want to deal with her, I want to deal with her, I want to deal with them, boom, 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 boom. And I'm going to teach them this, I'm going to teach them that, etc., etc. We're going to get into the book of Enoch. I'm going to read, like I said, we're going to read that joint next week. So just stay tuned and be prepared, because you won't want to miss it. Okay? Let us continue. Okay? Then I wrote this memorial petition and prayed with reference to their souls and for each of their deeds, because even the fallen got a soul. Okay? And for that which they had asked of me, that they thereby might obtain forgiveness and patience. Then the flood happened. Okay? I try to put these things together, but like I said, it's a whole lot of confusion as well, and I don't want to get into that. We definitely gonna, like I said, I'm doing my homework. I'm tapping in, speaking to people, asking questions, finding out the truth, right? Because we can't go home without this truth. It don't stop there. It don't stop. Even the kings of the Bantus didn't hold themselves accountable. Characters from the Bible. King Saul disobeyed SoNINI's instructions regarding Amalek and sparing King Aga and the best of the livestock. When confronted by the prophet Samuel, Saul shifted and blamed and made excuses. So we're gonna read hold on, let me hide these things. We're going to read 1 Samuel 15. Let me pull this up. 1 Samuel chapter 15. Remember, it's about accountability, right? You gotta hold yourself accountable for the things that you do, the things that you say, etc., etc. Hide this. Matter of fact, we can leave that. We're gonna bring this to the top. There we go. Hide. It's gonna pop up. Hold on. Why is it not letting me show my screen? Hold on. Why is it not letting me show the screen? All right, okay. So I see it. All right. So this is 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 1. And we're going to read this. Samuel also said unto Saul, that the Creator sent me to anoint thee to be king over his children, over the Akobians. Now, therefore, hearken thou unto the voice of the word of the creators. Thus said the Creator of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to the Bantus, to the Akobians, how he laid wait for him in the way when they came up from the house of Egypt. Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man, children, and infant, and sucking, ox, sheep, camel, ass, donkey, monkey, whatever these people own, you need to slaughter, kill, get rid of, right? Verse 4. And Saul gathered the people together and numbered them in Telemiah, 200,000 footmen, 10,000 men of Judea. And Saul came to the city of Amalek and lay wait in the valley. And Saul said unto the Kenites, go, depart, get you down from amongst the Amaleks, lest I destroy you with them. For ye show kindness to all the children of Akobi when they came up out of Egypt. So the Kenites departed from amongst the Amaleks. And Saul smote the Amalek from Halavia until thou come to Shur and over against Egypt. And he took Agag, the king of the Amaleks, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and the oxen and the fatlings and the lamb and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them, but everything that was vile and refused they destroyed utterly. Then came the word of the Creator unto Saul, saying, it repenteth me. Like, damn, I should have never made this man king. That I had set up Saul to be king, for he has turned his back from following me, and have not performed my commandments. As you can see, the commandments was what? The commands is being obedient to the Creator, right? Let us continue. Where was I? And it grieved Samuel, and he cried unto the Creator all night. Look, this is righteousness. When you see, like, look, even with Enoch, through all the evil that the fallen did, he actually wrote the petition and brought it forth to the Creator. Oh, man. And you really wrote it. He had to been listen, Michael had to deny this petition. Orders given by the Creator said, we ain't trying to hear none of that. That's how this is what I'm trying to tell you, that we got to get to that space right there. That space, like, yo, this is what I tell you guys. My objection is to get the whole hood into the kingdom. I know there's craziness going outside. I know that there's brothers selling drugs. I know that there's people doing wrong. I know that there's somebody doing a horrendous sin right now. I know that. But because the love that I got for them, want them to win, knowing what they going through, knowing that the deprogramming of this westernized satanic world called America, I know. And I would still talk and represent them. I would still keep my tongue in the ways that only they can understand. So when you hear me say things like, you heard, you understand what I'm saying to you? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Because they understand that speech. Nobody's not, listen, the real ones are not trying to hear Creflo take your dollar, TD Snakes. They're not trying to hear that. They want to hear someone they can relate to. They need to see that what's being told out of my mouth is valid. I have to show them that being righteous doesn't mean you got to be a square. You just got to be righteous. You feel me? So, the fact that you see Saul crying, Samuel crying, grieving, like, yo, damn, son. And listen, when you hear crying, it's not just like shedding tears. It's just grieving, like you hurt, like sound really violated. Sound like, yo, come on, son, I done spoke to you. I told you what the Creator told you. And now you got him pissed off. When Enoch wrote that petition, even Noah was willing to spare people with his friends and his family. It's like, I Noah, you ain't crazy, man. Yo, let me in. Creator had to put something in there to forbid him from even opening the door. And made the animals of the sea eat these people. Come on, son. Y'all gotta understand what I mean by we having to be in righteousness. You feel me? Give all praise and glory to the heavenly ones, man, for real. That's real mundane things, man. Right? Verse 12. And when Samuel rose early to meet Saul in the AM, it was told Samuel saying, Saul, come to Carmel, South Africa. And behold, he set him up a place and is gone about and passed on and gone down to the Gilgal. Or is it Galilee? Is this Galilee? And Samuel came to Saul, and Saul said unto him, increase be thou in Creator. I have performed the commandments of the Creator. Look at the lie. Look at the lie that's taking place by Saul right now. Not holding himself accountable. Not coming out saying, yo, I know I was told I had to do etc. But yo, man, it was some fine lamb there, bro. It was some good gold. And I spared the king because I wanted to speak to him and pick his brain for whatever reason, for whatever was running in this man's Saul's mind. He was not holding himself accountable because he lied straight out the back. Yo, I did the Creator's commandment. Come on, people. And Samuel said, what meaneth then this bleating of sheep in my ear, and the lowing of the oxen which I hear? And Saul says, they have brought them from the Amaleks, for the people spared the best of the sheep and the oxen to sacrifice, to sacrifice unto the Creator, thy father, and the rest we have utterly destroyed. Then Samuel said unto Saul, stay, and I will tell you thee what the Creator has said to me this night. And he said unto him, say on. And Samuel said, when thou wast little in thy own sight, was thou not made the head of the tribe of Akobi? And the Creator anointed thee the king over the Bantus, over the Akobians? And the Creator sent thee on a journey and said, go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amaleks, and fight against them until they be consumed? Wherefore then Didst thou not obey the voice of the Creator, but didst fly upon the spoil and did evil in the sight of the Creator? And look, listen carefully. And Saul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of the Creator, and I have gone the way which the Creator sent me, and I have brought Agag the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amaleks. But the people took of the spoil, sheep and the oxen, the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto the Creator in Gilgal. Let me say this right. Get this right. Gilgal. Okay? And Samuel said, has the Creator as great delighted in burnt offerings and sacrifice as in obeying the voice of the Creator? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice. Ooh. Hold on. We gotta bang the gavel on these heathens. Y'all like that right there. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I might have to do a weekly conversation about that right there. Woo! That was powerful right there, people. That was powerful. It says, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is the iniquity of idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Creator, he has also rejected thee from being king. And Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned. Look, now he's coming to his senses. Now, with all of this being said, now he wants to hold himself accountable. It says, for I have sinned. For I have transgressed the commandments of the Creator and thy words, because I feared the people and obeyed their voice. Now here it comes. Here we go again. Same old script, though, just a different day. Here we go again. Here's instead of taking accountability, Saul said, I feared the people. Mind you, this is a king that was put in that seat by the creators themselves. And this man said, I was scared of the people. Like, if they even attempted to harm him because he was king and anointed by the Creator went and just opened up the ground like how Moses did and would have ate them up. Come on, people. Do you not see the excuse? The lack of accountability? How accountability is very important. Because of that is the reason why he was no longer king. See, it's not just the fact that he committed the sin. It was the fact that he committed the sin and wouldn't own up to the disobedience. He said, look, man, we kept that and we was going to make a sacrifice unto the creators. Samuel said, man, it's better for you to be obedient than making a sacrifice, bro. You was better off listening to what he told you than what you felt in your heart to please him. Oh my G, that precept right there is phenomenal, guys. Man. Let us continue. right? It says, for rebellion is the sin of witchcraft. Oh, excuse me. Let's go down. Verse 25 says, now therefore I pray thee, pardon my sin and turn again with me, that I may worship the Creator. And Samuel said unto Saul, I will not turn with thee, for thou hast rejected the word of the Creator, and the Creator has rejected thee from being king over the Bantus, over the Akobians. And as Saul turned about to go away, as Samuel turned about to go away, and he laid hold upon the skirt of his mantle, and it rent. And Samuel said unto him, the Creator has rent the kingdom of Akobi from thee this day, and has given it to the neighbor of thine that is better than you. And also the strength of Akobi will not lie nor repent, for he is not a man that he should repent. Then he said, I have sinned, yet honor me now, I pray thee, before the elders of my people and before Akobians, and turn again with me, that I may worship the Creator. Look, even through that, he's still like, yeah, I sinned, but I ain't really trying to give it up, man. Yo, come on, pray with me. He's trying to make Saul, he's trying to make Samuel fall with him. Like, yo, come on, man, don't do this to me. Samuel, like, yo, listen, bro, I'm not about to turn with you and disobey. Did I just tell you that it was better for you to obey his voice than to sacrifice animals? Did he not just tell? Oh my Jesus, this precept was so fire. And Saul, being a sucker, decided to just cause another brother to sin. He would listen. If I'm going down, you got to come down with me, bro. Because I don't know. I don't know. It sound like Cain. I don't know. This sin is too much. I don't think I'll be able to bear. He tried to use the people before the elders and the people. Please come pray, worship me. Pray with me. Let's worship the Creator together. Samuel was like, nah, bro. You have been rejected. It's over for you. It's over. That's going to be a lot of you guys, man. It's going to be over real soon. Over. Let us continue. Verse 31. So Samuel turned again after Saul, and Saul worshiped the Creator. Then said Samuel, bring ye hither to me Hagar, the king of the Amalekites. And Hagar came unto him with delicacy. And Hagar says, surely the bitterness of death is past. So basically, he was kept for so long that he don't even think he's worthy to be killed. He's like, yo, man, look, let bygones be bygones. I ain't got no beef with you. You ain't got no beef with me. Right? Right? And Samuel said, as thy sword hath made woman childless, so shall thy mother be childless amongst women. And Samuel chopped them up in pieces before the Creator in Gilagag. Okay? Then Samuel went to Ramah, and Saul went up to the house of Gelabag of Saul, and Samuel came no more to see Saul until the day of his death. Nevertheless, Samuel mourned for Saul, and the Creator repented that he had made Saul king over the Bantus, the Akobians, the children of Akobi. When the Creator gets to the point of repentance. Like, yo, I wish I should have never, like, to the point of repentance. I hope the Creator never had something like that upon me. Yo, I repented making Junns. I repented making it be one of the awakenings to gather the brothers and sisters back to the Creator so they can prepare themselves to go back to the Holy Land. I would hate for that. And the fact that Saul, hold up. And the fact that Saul did that just lets you know. Like, the lack of accountability, disobeying the word, the commands. Like, there's no turning back. Like, nah, I ain't trying to hear that. Nah, you a dub, fam. Go over there. Go sit over there somewhere and go watch TV until the day that you die. You can't be around me. You violated, bro. You violated. Come on now. He violated. Right? Let us continue. You know David committed sin too. You know David violated. You know David violated. Hold on. This is not moving. Did my keyboard just die? All right. Yeah. Needs charging. King David committed adultery with Bathsheba and arranged for her husband Uriah to be killed in battle. Intentionally, he failed to acknowledge his sin until confronted by the prophet. Let's read. We're going to go to 2 Samuel, chapter 11, verse 1. We're going to read the whole thing. Then we're going to go to verse 12. Okay? 2 Samuel 11. David and Bathsheba. Let's read. Oh, hold on. Let's read. And it came to pass after the years was expired, at the time where the kings go forth to battle, that David sent Joab and his servant with him and all the Akobians, and they destroyed the children of Ammon and beside Rabbah, but David tarried still at Jerusalem. Verse 2, and it came to pass in a evening tide that David arose from his bed and walked upon the roof of the king's house. And from that roof he saw a woman washing herself, and the woman was very beautiful to look upon. So David seen someone like, damn, who that? Nah, who that? I need that. Bring that, please. Who is that? Right? And David sent and inquired after the woman. And one said, is not this Bathsheba the daughter of Eliam and the wife of Uriah the Hittite, the African? One of the children of Japhet? Huh? And David sent messengers and took her. He didn't even care. And she came in unto him, and he laid with her. Yeah, he was slapping. He said, girl, I want that. And she was just like, the king? She didn't even question it. She did it too. For she was purified from her uncleanness, and she returned unto her house. So they did what they did, and she went to go wash herself, right? Purified from her uncleanness, right? And she returned unto her house and went right back to her house. And that woman conceived and sent and told David and said, I am with child. Like, yo, I'm pregnant. Yeah, I'm pregnant. And David, and David was so, this is how you know it's a hood story. And David was like, word. But what can David do? We're gonna see. And David sent to Joab, saying, send me Uriah the Hittite. And Joab sent Uriah to David. And when Uriah was come unto him, David demanded of him how Joab did, and how the people did, and how the war prospered. Right? Verse 8. And David said to Uriah, go down to thy house and wash thy feet. And Uriah departed out the king's house, and there followed him a mess of meat from the king. Now, a mess of meat. So this is the creator, this is David bribing. Now, you see this word meat. I wanted you to, I had to, show you the definition. As you can see, the word meat is here. So meat doesn't mean the actual meat that we eat in the chicken, the lamb, whatever. No, meat is, this is the true definition of meat. It says, also above noted, in the English version, the word meat means food in general, or when confounded to one species of food. It always signified meals, flour, grains, but never flesh. But never flesh. But never flesh. But never flesh. Right? Which is now the usual exception of the word. See, flesh. See, meat doesn't mean animals. Meat is grain. Meat is food. Meat is anything of consumption through the mouth. Pause. Super pause. Right? Where were we? So I had to just show you guys the definition and show you that meat. Okay, meat doesn't mean he gave him a boatload full of chicken and all of that. No, he floured him with herbs, fruits. He had everything, water, right, wine. You're gonna see, right? But Uriah slept at the door of the king's house with all the servants of the Creator, and went not down to his house. Right? So what you see right here is Uriah. Make sure I'm saying it right, which I know is Uriah. So Uriah slept at the door, like a humble servant. Like, nah, I'm gonna be right here, king. Whatever you need me to do, man, I'm here. The fact that you even spoke to me and asked for me and request for me, that's all I need. I respect that. I'm gonna be right here. That is exactly what he said. He said, I'm gonna be right here. Right? But Uriah slept at the door of the king's house with all the servants of the Creator, and went not down to his house. So he even go to his crib. And when they had told David, saying, Uriah went not down into his house, David said unto Uriah, comest thou not from thy journey? When thou didst thou not go down unto thy house? Basically, he was going to send him down to the house and get him killed. Okay? or not just like not get him killed, but have him go home, lay with his shorty, and if she when she have this child, she can act like this child was his, knowing that it was the king's. It's crazy. It's crazy. Right? Verse 11. And Uriah said unto David, the ark and Akobi and Judah abide in tents, and my lord Joab and the servants of my lord are encamped in the open fields. Shall I then go into my house to eat, to drink, and to lie with my wife, as thou livest, as thy soul liveth? I will not do this thing. He basically saying, man, with all this going on, you think I want to go home and go lay with my shorty? Like, nah, I'm listen, man. We outside, we getting ready for war. We trying to stay forward tough, I ain't trying to do none of that. Right? And David said to Uriah, tarry here today also, and tomorrow I will let thee depart. So Uriah abide in Jerusalem that day and tomorrow. And when David had called him, he did eat and drink before him, and he made him drunk. Look, David was just out here wilding. Want him to send him to go for his shorty to lay with her man. Damn baby, I ain't seen you so long. Guilty conscience. She like, yo man, I gotta let him come inside of me. Pause. Right? Right? And he went out to lie on his bed with the servants. Hold on. Oh, there we go. And when David had called him, he did eat and drink before him, and he made him drunk. And at even he went out to lie on his bed with the servants of his Lord, but went not down to his house. So he's laying with the servants. He's doing everything but go home. He's trying to get him drunk to the point like, nah, I want to go home. When you get pissy drunk, you want to bust a nut. You heard? But nope. The Creator keep him right here. And it came to pass in the morning, in the AM, that David wrote a letter to Joab and sent it by hand of Uriah. So he gave Uriah a letter, said, yo, don't open this. Send this to your Lord, Joab. He said, all right, cool. And he wrote in the letter saying, set ye Uriah in the forefront of the hottest battle, and retire ye from him, that he may be smitten and die. And it came to pass when Joab observed the city, that he assigned Uriah unto a place where he knew that vigilant men were. And the men of the city went out and fought with Joab, and there fell some of the people of the servants of David, and Uriah the Hittite died also. Then Joab sent and told David all the things concerning the war. And he charged the messenger, saying, when thou hast made an end of telling the matters of the war unto the king, and it's verse 20. And if so be that the king wrath arise, and he say unto thee, wherefore approach ye so night unto the city when you did fight? Know ye not that they would shoot from the wall? Who smote Abimelech, the son of Jerusalem? I can't say these names. Did not a woman cast a piece of a milestone upon him from the wall, that he died? And Tizabeh, why went ye not? Why went ye not the wall? Then say thou, thy servant Uriah the Hittite is dead also. So the messenger went and came and showed David all that Joab had sent for him. And the messenger said unto David, surely the men prevail against us, and they came out unto us unto the field, and we were upon them, even unto the entire entering of the gate. Excuse me. And the shooters shot from off the wall upon the servants, and some of the king's servants be dead. And thy servant Uriah the Hittite is dead also. Then David said unto the messenger, thus shalt thou say unto Joab, let not this thing displease thee, for the sword devoureth one as well as another. Make thy battle more stronger against the city, and overthrow it, and encourage thou him. And when the wife of Uriah heard that Uriah, her husband, was dead, she mourned for her husband. She ain't mourned for a goddamn thing, cheater. Right? And when the morning was past, David sent and fetched her to his house, and she became his wife, and bare him a son. But the things that David had done displeased the Creator. All you see, so you see all of these things transpiring. Now, one time that he hold himself accountable. Not only did he not hold himself accountable, he was looking for blood. He tried to have him to lay in her to hide this adultery that took place. That's somebody not holding himself accountable. He brought this man face to face with him, having a whole conversation. And as a king, he wasn't man enough to say, listen, I slapped your wife. As a king, where all men on his disposal, he could have just called Joab, summoned Joab, and Joab would have summoned the military. There's damn near 2,500 people on foot ready to fight. You telling me something like that happens and you ain't saying nothing? You ain't talking like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. My bad, son. I slapped your wife. Stand before the council, take the penalty. You might lose your position. Who knows? You might just die. Who knows? But you should have held yourself accountable for the actions and the sins that you've committed. These is facts, people. You understand? You should have held yourself accountable for the sins that you've committed. But you didn't want to. Because you wanted her, you wanted the baby, and you wanted everything to be hidden. Come on now. Let's read. Verse 12. And the Creator said unto Nathan, make sure, let me not butcher it.
Nathan.
Oh, excuse me. And the Creator said unto Nathan, unto David, and he came unto him and said unto him, there were two men in one city. The one was rich and the other was poor. He came to give him a parable similar to what your Savior used to do to the scribes, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, to make them see the sin that they have committed, even though they refused to try to see it. See, David was a righteous man. So that story was able to be broken down. Let us continue. Right? The rich man had exceedingly many flocks and herds. The poor man had nothing save one little lamb which he had bought and nourished up and grew up together with him and with his children. It did eat his own meat and drink from his own cup and lay in his bosom and was unto him as a daughter. Right? And there came a traveler unto the rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock and of his own herd to dress up for the wayfaring men that was coming unto him, but took the poor man's lamb and dressed it for the man that was to come to him. And David was angered, and David's anger was greatly kindled against the man, and he said to Nathan, as the Creator liveth, the man that has done this thing shall surely die, and he shall restore the land fourfold, because he did this thing and because he had no pity. You hear this? And Nathan said unto David, you are the man. Thus said the Creator of Akobi, I anointed thee king over Akobians, and I delivered thee out of the hands of Saul. And I gave thee the master's house and the master's wives into thy bosom. And I gave thee the house of Akobi and of Judah. And if thou had been thou too little, I would have moreover have given unto thee such and such things. Wherefore hast thou despised the commandments of the Creator to do evil in his sight? Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon, of the Amorons. Let me say it right. Let me say it right. Hold on.
Ammon.
The children of Ammon. Verse 10. Now therefore the sword shall never depart from thy house, because thou hast despised me, and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. Thus said the Creator, behold, I will rise up evil against thee out of thy own house, and I will take thy wife before thy eyes, and give them unto thy neighbors, and he shall lie with thy wives in the sight of this sun. For thou did this, yet because thou didst in secretly, but I will do this thing before the children of Akobi and before the sun. And David said unto Nathan, I have sinned against the Creator. And Nathan said unto David, the Creator also have put away thy sin, that thou shalt not die. Howbeit, because this deed thou hast given great occasion to the enemies of the Creator to blaspheme, the children also that is born unto thee shall surely die. Let us continue. Oh man, what goes around comes around. You do wrong, you die wrong. That's just it. That's just it. Verse 15. And Nathan departed unto his house, and the Creator struck the child that Uriah's wife bare unto David, and it was very sick. David therefore besought the Creator from the child, and David fasted and went in and lay all night upon the earth. And the elders of his house arose and went to him to rise him up from the earth, but he would not, neither did he eat bread with them. And it came to pass on the seventh day that the child died. And the servant of David feared to tell him that the child was dead, for they said, behold, while the child was yet alive, we spoke unto him, and he would not hearken unto our voice. How will he then vex himself if we tell him that his child is dead? But when David saw that his servants whispered, David perceived that the child was dead. Therefore David said unto his servants, is the child dead? And they said, he's dead. Then David arose from the earth and washed and anointed himself and changed his apparel and came into the house of SoNINI and worshiped. Then he came to his own house, and when he required, they set bread before him, and he did eat. Thou said to his servant unto him, what thing is this that thou hast done? Thou didst fast and weep for the child while it was alive, but when the child was dead, thou didn't rise and eat bread. And he said, while the child was yet alive, I fast and weep. For I also who can tell whether the Creator will be gracious to me and the child may live. But now he's dead. Wherefore should I fast? Can I bring him back again? I shall go to him, but he shall not return to me. Oh, man. Oh, man. What did you do, David? What did you do? What act of sin did you commit right here, David? Huh? What did you do, David? Excuse me. What did you do, David? You did something unacceptable. See, he was spared. He was spared. But because you did two acts, adultery and also conspired to get this man killed. You know, the charges that you know, just paying somebody, because that's just what it was. That was a paid hit. Come on, guys. Put him in the front lines, break him go into the most dangerous war, throw him in the front lines. You know he was gonna die. You conspire for this man to be killed, and he got killed. But the Creator was so merciful. He said, you know what? Your son gonna die. See that right there? And the reason why he was spared, because even after he did all that, and when Nathan told him that it was you that this story was about, he didn't complain. He didn't say, but it was because of her beauty. It was because of her booty. It was none of that. It was like, damn, you right, my bad. Because even when he gave him the story, he said in the story, he was like, yo, who was that person that did that? Nathan said, that was you. He stopped. He said, wait. That's what happened when you took that man's wife. That man didn't have nothing. His wife was his only lamb, his own precious lamb. Obviously, she was a beautiful lamb because you wanted her. And David understood that. And David did what? He fasted, he repented, he begged for mercy. See, Saul wasn't begging for mercy. Saul was like, yo, look, man, I committed this sin, but you know, just come on, just pray with me, man. Let's face the people and pray. And Samuel like, nah, bro, use a dub. David, on the other hand, like, damn, I violated. I beg you, heavenly ones, please let him survive. Please let the son live. Then the son died. And he wasn't frustrated. He wasn't mad. He just ate it for what it was. Because he held himself accountable. See, holding yourself accountable is the most powerfulest pill to ever have to swallow. Pause, super pause. But when you do take it, no diddy. not only does it open your eyes and better you, you get favor and longevity from the creators. That's why the word says what? Confess. Confessing a sin is holding yourself accountable for the things, the actions that you've done. That's what you're confessing. Whether you're confessing to the creator, whether you're confessing to the person you committed the sin with, but you're confessing like, yo, I violated. I'm sorry. Right? He didn't go to the people. He fasted and stood before the creator and said, I'm sorry, this is what you got to do. Not everybody got the heart to stand before the people and admit their wrongs, not holding themselves accountable. You know how I was able to get to 100,000? Was because I always kept myself accountable. If I committed a crime, if I do the crime, I got to do the time. There's no if, buts, or maybes. You do the crime, you got to do the time. And if I'm doing the time right now, for the crimes that I've committed within my life, it's so be it. Because I know that the Creator still got mercy upon me because they allow my eyes to be open. They allow me to wake up and go outside. They allow me to be with my children, my loved ones. They allow that to be. Right? Let us continue. Hold on, put this away. See, now holding yourself accountable is a sin, and it's something we need to check at the door from now. If we want the door into the kingdom of heaven, Al Kabulon, to open for us. All praises to the mighty one, SoNINI NANINI. Yeah, man. Tough, very, very, very tough pill to swallow, guys. Holding ourselves accountable is the toughest pill that we could ever swallow. Pause, super pause. No Diddy. No Meek Milk. Right? But at the end of the day, if we want to make this change, and I could have gave you plenty of more precepts. If we want to make this change and go back into the Holy Land, we got to first hold ourselves accountable for everything that we do, good and bad. The word said only the meek shall inherit this kingdom. The meek shall inherit this kingdom. The meek will be the ones allowed to go back home. It's time for us to humble ourselves, operate in a space of compassion for one another, forgive one another, let bygones be bygones. Because of this self-entitlement, because of this accountability is the reason why we are dying in every way, shape, or form, through diseases, through pestilence, through famine, right? Through vicious murders. It's because of these sins that we're doing. It's because of this entitlement, because of the lack of accountability. Mothers are now holding themselves accountable for what's happening to our boys. Fathers are not holding themselves accountable for what's happening to our women. We're pointing the fingers at each other, then pointing the fingers at ourselves and coming together and coming with a solution to resolve this problem, to preserve our generation. We are under a nuclear attack, Bantus. It's time for brothers to tap into the side of righteousness, but you won't be able to tap in until you hold yourself accountable. We must hold ourselves accountable. We must stop pointing fingers. Yes, the children of Cain did this to us. But it's time for us to hold ourselves accountable and say it's because of our actions. Here's why they did this to us. It's because of our continuous actions. It's why these things continuously occur. And the only way we're going to get to the next level is to not point fingers at them, not point fingers at each other, but point the fingers at self. See, when you realize that you're doing wrong in your actions and you holding yourself accountable for your actions, and not only are you holding yourself accountable for your actions, but you also are holding yourself accountable and have the desire for change. This is what repent or die is. It's about having change. By having change so we don't have to die. Because death was never for us. We were supposed to live forever. And those that's walking in righteousness shall live on forever. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live. Once again, continue supporting. For those that don't know who I am, man, I told you I am him, Junns The NBIC. Giving all praise and glory to the heavenlies, a.k.a. Mr. It Be Me, Mr. Keep My Foot on you heathens, you he-grows, and the newly installed heathenites next. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Listen to the Creator say it one time for the one time. Are you dumb? And I'ma holler at y'all. One.